December, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The audience waited to see what would come next. They watched the performers and sat there perplexed.
Before we go on, here's a question for you. With your pussies all moist and your balls turning blue. You're all sitting here because you like to have fun. You drink and you party. You're sexy and young.
You've tried this, you've tried that. You went gay and came back or not. We don't judge. We're not big fans of that. The theater is full of hot girls and hot guys. Now, who stayed it online? Show of hands, don't be shy.
No? All right,
Yeah.
Look around. See, the stigma is gone. Just take a selfie and then go log on. Your next fuck is waiting. They could be right here. Go ahead, look around when you get your next beer.
Because let's all face it, you'll never be bored when your hands are both full of a 10-inch pork sword. Yeah! Meet something nice, bring it home, and then ball it. You may be broke, but you've got a ham wallet.
This one's for twat shoppers. Just point and click. And all you swishers out looking for dick. We swear when we're done that you won't want to stamp us. And now,
for the tale of Santa and Krampus.
'Twas the day after Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Santa was kind of fed up with the hype, so I sat down at my keyboard and started to type. Mature white male who's looking for fun, discreet and secure, with really nice buns. With you and your weathers and I and my chaps, let's go settle down for a long winter's nap. You will be clean, please don't reek like a bum. Be tall and be lean, with points for long tongues. When I snap my fingers, you come like a flash. You bring me my quaaludes, my rum, and my hat. I have no tattoos, and I'm fully employed. I listen to Petty and sometimes Pink Floyd. I'm happily married, but she's come to grips with the fact that I take lots of long business trips. I might be a bear, but I'm lively and quick. My friends, you included, all call me Saint Nick. I'm a bit of a farmer, I tend to my flock, but my appetite's strong for a good dose of cock. I'm hale and I'm healthy, I take pride in my beard. I've got a bit of a belly, but don't think I'm weird. Man's got some cravings, just can't be ignored. So write me back now if you think you're on board. I'm maybe a newbie, but don't think I'm stupid for writing my profile on OkCupid. The creepers they come, the creepers they go. Consider me fresh as the new fallen snow. If you like me up and I like you back too, I might have a gift in my sack just for you. Sit on my lap and tell me what you want. I'm an honest-to-God gift-giving savant. My eyes, how they twinkle. My dimples aren't corny. My nipples like roses. They'll make you all horny. I'm 420 friendly. I drink milk non-fat. No pets of my own. I'm allergic to cats. If you're out there shopping and like what you see, then hurry on up and write a letter to me. I'll read it and know if you're naughty or nice, if you like it vanilla or want some spice. If you can handle a jolly old bear, his Rudolph is blitzing in lots of chest hair. If you're a man with a penchant for kink, I'm the jolly old elf who'll slip you the pink. Trip is of dating online. Please try to be nice. Assholes need not apply. So there now you have it. Please hold the applause. With a flourish, signed St. Nicholas Claus.
And scene.
'Twas midday on Christmas, and all through the house. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. That happy old day when the kids get their loot, all I got was a real drunk and a black eye to boot. Oh. The world's full of bullies, I bet you all know. So I sit in my cave in the dark and the snow. The season seems merry, but it's quite forlorn. For the ugly old Krampus, like teeth and like horns. They treat me like rubbish, I'll never forget. I only take solace in the internet. I've got 4 friends on Facebook. My grinder is big. I hashtag on Twitter, but I'm still the prig. YouTube for cat pics and RedTube for porn. It's so human, but my heart is so torn. I've thought up good things to make people feel flattered and spritzed on Axe body spray. Not that it mattered. So I push up my glasses and tug up my britches. I harden my heart because fuck all those bitches. I only trust Krampus because Krampus is true. I curse all those assholes like you and like you. Here I sit in my cave with a big bowl of chips, some salsa, and an assortment of dips. I scratch at the beard I ain't shaved in a week. My sorrow is huge, and I look like a geek. All I want in this world is a love to call mine. Someone to come home to, that would be divine. They'd polish my horns and I'd do all the dishes. If they rubbed my hooves, that's my fondest of wishes. For hermits like me, there's just not much relief. Our lives, they consist of abuse and of grief. In the cold light of dawn, there's just me and my hand as I drink, all muscled and tanned.
You've got mail.
An alert from my dating account? It thinks there's a match. The excitement, it mounts. Be cool now, Krampus. It could be a trick. Those web-savvy kids have been known to be dicks. Oh, OMG, here he is. OMG, he's not bad. Our match is a 90. Holy fuck, I'm so glad. Oh, Jesus Christ, now I'm nervous. Oh, what should I say? If he sees my face, will it scare him away? Buck up now, Krampus, let's write him a note. He could fall in love with this horny old goat. Dear Nick, 1099, North Pole 46. You seem really cool and you're not into chicks. We both like to party, and we live in the cold. Let's get coffee sometime if I might be so bold. I'm healthy and clean. I've got one misdemeanor. It dates back from when I would think with my wiener. I'm underemployed, but I stay occupied. I've got one dog named Cletus and one fish named Clyde. What else can I say? Let's see. Oh, for fun. I like writing poetry, limericks, and puns. I collect tiki mugs, and I fix old Corvettes. I do a mean pole dance, if you want to bet. So yeah, enough said. Write me back if you want. I'll take you for tea and an almond croissant. I'm new to the scene, so forgive in advance. It's worth it, I promise, so just take a chance. I might blush and stammer, I might act the fool, but trust me, my friend, when I say I'm no tool. And so, I sat back and signed off of the net and left to go buy me some fresh cigarettes. 'Twas the day after Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. It was a Monday. The bars were bereft. Only the drunkards and desperate were left. There I sat by myself, all alone at a booth, scratching my balls and sucking a tooth. I waited an hour, was ready to leave. I was appalled that I'd been this naive. I started to stand because I felt so alone. And then, caught a whiff, of gingerbread cologne. I rose to my feet. Around me I peered and beheld, with delight, a magnificent beard.
I was dressed all in fur from my head to my foot, and my clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. I had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when I laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
My fucking jaw dropped. I felt thunderstruck, said Santa.
Well, hello there, ready to fuck? The monster said nothing, the cat had his tongue.
I vividly wondered how St. Nick was hung. I cleared my throat and quit feeling so bashful and said, yes, sirree, I'd like a whole assful. A lascivious grin spread across the man's face. He licked his lips and said,
I know a place. We left hand in hand, our hearts all aflutter, our head in the clouds, our minds in the gutter. My thoughts were a tumble of things I had planned. I was cold, but his hoof, it felt warm in my hand. We walked a few blocks, and we walked a few more. I led him straight up to a big wooden door. I felt his reluctance and paused on the stoop.
I was so nervous, I felt I could poop. I admitted to him that it'd been a long time. He reassured me that that was just fine.
We won't go too fast, but for now, close your eyes, 'cause I've arranged for an awesome surprise.
I did what he said, and he led me all in. I was all nerves from nose to foreskin.
I spun him around. He said, now you can look.
I beheld a scene from a porn storybook. The room was immense and upholstered in leather. There were swings made of straps and beds made of feather. More rapid than eagles, his houseboys, they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now pony, now puppy, now top and now bottom. And the rest of you fuckers whose names I've forgotten. To the top of my balls. Now blow away, blow away, blow away. Oh!
I was stunned. I was stymied. I was really turned on. There were big ones and small ones, gingers and blondes. I stood there and watched them devour his cock. Despite all my nerves, I thought, this kind of rocks. After all said and done, all this just for me. My choices right now were to fight or to flee. And so I slipped into the fray with such ease and forced my way down through the leather daddies.
All the porn I'd watched in my life can compare to the things I did that night in my precious lair. We both popped the cherry of sweet, sweet Ignacio and taught him some tricks on the art of fellatio.
Bobby was quiet, but he made quite the ruckus when he got on all fours and started to fuck us. It was filthy and nasty and better than and light years away from yanking my wood.
As day turned to night and night back to day, still there we were, all humping away.
We writhed and we wriggled, we preened and we flexed. I wondered what wonders would come to me next. That thing that you use when you drop a bomb in her.
A third leg, a willy.
A skin flute, a tool.
Rustle the love muscle, oh, it makes me drool.
A gut wrench, a hard-on, a love shaft, a knob.
A member, a monster, a stiffy, a rod.
Italian salami,
one-eyed trouser snake,
a pink tractor beam, or a tube or a twig or tube stick.
a boner, a boomstick, a dick and the twins. A big tonsil tickler that's made just for sin.
The ball-headed slinger, Peter or Pole. The D-train, the sausage, the underwear troll.
We fucked on and won. Couldn't stop if we tried. We made it on top and then the backside.
The boys were exhausted. They dropped out like flies.
They sprawled around the room on the backs and their sides.
I feared that I'd put the old man into traction, but Santa still hadn't quite reached satisfaction.
I sucked him off until he was depleted.
I felt kind of bad that he hadn't completed. He sat there still smiling, his beard and hair frizzy. I rubbed my hooves and said, time to get busy.
He pounced on me like a snake on a rat.
I pounded his ass like an old baseball bat.
He took me, shook me, spin cycle on hard.
Real slow from his throat to his thighs.
He rode me like a fast-track Ducati.
The words that came out of my mouth were so naughty.
He revved my engines and stepped on the gas.
Nothing was working, I pouted. Alas, Santa's wang stood there, still shamelessly hard. But he wouldn't come, and I felt like a tard.
He rolled up his sleeves and set to his jaw. He took hold my willy and opened his craw.
My mouth was a vacuum, and he was my rug.
He sucked and he gobbled. He chewed and he tugged.
Puzzled, I gagged and I bet.
He cradled my oysters and bow-tied my tits.
Still Santa resisted, a god among men. The head I was giving, a 9 out of 10.
I thought he was flagging. Impressive young pup. He'd take a rest and then ramp it back up.
I showed him the party because I ain't no bitch. I sucked the chrome right off of his trailer hitch.
He slurped my gherkin, he noshed on my knob. He slapped some sriracha on my ass kebab.
His face was bright red. His temples were throbbing. I was a locomotive blowjobbing.
Arms. I squirmed and I strained. I shook all the meat as sweet mouth contained.
St. Nicholas stiffened and yelled even louder.
No!
And finally released a huge flood of man chowder. I felt back exhausted. My vision was wavy and looked round in awe as it rained trouser gravy. There's something else, Nicholas. Don't get me wrong. That was badass. But what took you so long?
I twinkled a grin and said with good cheer, listen here, my good boy. Santa comes once a year.